Hello everyone. This will be our 8th video on how to integrate for sales directors multi-agent systems with AI to make their job easier.
Hello again. So far we have seen how each agent fulfills a very specific function: budgets, finances, meetings, customers, leads. But I have a question. How do you put all this information together so that it does not become a chaos? Who coordinates all this? Because if there is no overview, everything can get lost among the different data sources.
Good question. And that's exactly why the strategic coordinating agent exists. It is, so to speak, the central brain of the multi-agent system. Its function is to receive, connect, interpret, and prioritize the information generated by all the other agents and transform it into intelligent, actionable decisions. Without him, the orchestra of agents would not have a conductor to coordinate the whole.
And how does it do that? Because each agent works with very different data. There are financial, operational, commercial, qualitative, and quantitative data.
This agent uses correlation models, business logic, and machine learning to detect global patterns and generate actionable insights. For example, if the finance agent detects falling profitability and the meetings agent picks up customer concerns about pricing, the coordinator ties the two pieces together and issues an alert. There is a risk of margin loss due to high-cost customer perceptions. Or imagine the RFM agent detects an inactive customer, the contracts agent shows they didn't renew, and the funnel agent suggests a new business opportunity. The coordinator sums it up for you as customer at risk detected, suggested reactivation proposal. This type of integration not only saves time, but reveals connections that sometimes go unnoticed even by human analysts.
So, do you act like a senior analyst?
Exactly. But an analyst who does not sleep, is not distracted, and has access to all data sources simultaneously. Moreover, it prioritizes. It does not bombard you with unnecessary data, but highlights what is important and relevant for immediate action. You can configure it to receive daily or weekly summaries, real-time alerts, reports by category, financial, commercial, customers. Visual dashboards with key KPIs for management. Smart notifications based on defined thresholds. It can even help you reduce information noise. Imagine having dozens of indicators. The coordinator filters them to show you only those that have changed significantly.
I like that. Because many times we have a lot of information, but it is scattered. And information without context is useless for making decisions. It's like having pieces of a puzzle, but without the whole picture.
That's it. The strategic coordinator makes sure that the whole system has coherence and that you, as a manager, see what you need when you need it. In addition, he or she can help you answer key questions such as, which 5 customers have the most potential this month? Where are we losing profitability? Which quote is most likely to be rejected and why? Which opportunities are not being followed up? What actions need to be escalated to management this week? You can even use it for simulations. For example, see what would happen if a key customer is lost or if budget is redirected to a specific channel.
And this is done automatically?
Yes, but it can also operate in hybrid mode. For example, you can receive strategic options such as, there are 3 priority actions this week, A, B, or C. Which one do you want to activate? And you choose. In addition, you can set up very specific customized rules. If a key customer has been without interaction for 3 months and the overall margin drops by 5%, have a recovery plan automatically activated with follow-up in 72 hours. You can even integrate qualitative criteria, such as internal surveys or customer sentiment on calls, to make more human decisions.
In other words, it is like having a chief strategist with a complete vision of the business, but based on real and current data. A kind of executive co-pilot, but impartial and always up to date.
Exactly. And not only does it help you decide better, it helps you decide faster. You no longer depend on gathering the team, consolidating information from several Excel spreadsheets, or waiting for a report at the end of the month. The coordinator gives you everything ready, interpreted, and with a sense of urgency or priority.
And does this also serve to coordinate tasks between departments?
Yes, completely. It can detect, for example, that sales needs urgent technical support for a complex proposal, or that a customer needs after-sales support, and automatically assign tasks to the appropriate team. It can also alert the operations manager if a new contract requires immediate activation or if there is an implementation bottleneck. It can even anticipate resource conflicts or training needs based on recurring tasks and team performance.
This sounds like a very useful tool for me directly, to get an executive view of everything and act before problems escalate.
And it is. It is designed for managers to help you lead with living, constantly updated information. It is the bridge between the operational world, which is full of action, and the strategic vision, which needs clarity.
With this, you can manage a larger team with more control, but without having to be micromanaging, right?
Exactly. You can scale without losing control, and that is fundamental if you want your company to grow without becoming a slave to the operation. Speaking of which, in the next video, we're going to look at the implementation phases of the multi-agent system. Because now that you know what each agent does, I'll show you how to put it all into action step by step, in an orderly, frictionless way, and with measurable results from the first month.
It is a topic that we had not talked about until now, and I had pending to ask you about the different phases, but you have gone ahead. If I want to contact someone to clarify a more specific question, who can I contact?
You can contact our expert Antonio Fresco Navacarrata via LinkedIn. He will guide you through the process and will be able to clarify any other doubts you may have. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to be more informed about how artificial intelligence can help improve sales managers' functions.